Alright, we're back. We got a good one for you today, of course, like always. This one's how to clean, portion, and pan fry a beef tenderloin, Wolfie style. Yeah, buddy.
Hey guys, yeah, so this is our great piece of meat that we got at Falls Wholesale in Niagara Falls on Main Street. I cannot believe the deal I got. $30 tax in for this big piece of beautiful meat. Usually it's over $100, and it could be even more than that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to take this off, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, guys, so all these tenderloins usually come in a vacuum sealed package like this. So I just like to take the knife, run it down. I don't want to hit the meat because you're gonna put some sears in it. So you always leave a cup to catch all the blood. Next, you pull this out like this, and you let all the blood drip into your little cup that you made. Then you won't have any blood at all.
Huh.
Yeah, it's up to you. You can leave it like this, or you can pat the blood, the less blood with a napkin or a towel. I like to do it just to get, so it's a little cleaner when you're cleaning the tenderloin. So I got a little excess blood there. You don't want to rinse it because you're adding more bacteria into the air. The water hits it, and believe it or not, it goes up in the air, and you have way more bacteria than if you didn't do it.
Right.
Okay guys, so what I wanted to do was to show you where the tenderloin comes from in the cow. So the tenderloin starts at the thin side, right behind the ribs in the short loin part of the cow. And as it moves back to the butt of the cow, it gets thicker and thicker. You see how thin it is? And then as it moves back, it gets thicker and thicker. So the tenderloin has a very special friend that is very, very close to him. The strip loin, or famously known as the New York strip. So this portion right here is actually the tenderloin portion of the T-bone. And this is the strip loin, the famous New York strip, right there. As you can see it.
So the T-bone is really two different steaks.
Two different steaks. That's why this steak is so amazing. You got the marble of the New York strip, which gives it so much flavor. Yet when you go to this side, the tenderloin is so tender that it actually melts into your mouth.
So you're saying it's the same but different.
It's you know what? More flavor in the New York strip than you have in the tenderloin, but the tenderloin melts in your mouth. It's so tender. Okay, so we got our tenderloin now. So the best way to do this is, you see the excess fat we got here? Let's just pull that off first. Let's get this right off. Very simple.
Doesn't the fat give it the flavor, or you want to get rid of that stuff?
This is it's called the serval skin, and it just makes everything tough. It shrinks it when you cook your steak. It's just no good. Now, you know what? You should always use a sharp boning knife. It's gonna help clean a tenderloin so much easier. This bottom part is gonna be very, very hard to get a medium rare. So I like to use this bottom part for medium wells and well dones. I mean, there's people that love all kinds of different types of steak, right? So right there to me would be a well done steak. Put that on a grill, boom, boom, because you can't get a medium rare. It's just not thick enough.
Oh, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. You notice that?
You like it like crisp.
Yeah. So I'm gonna eat this because I like my steak with some grizzle on it. I like medium well. And so as you can see, now we're getting a little thicker. So now we can start using these for medium rare, medium. This is more everybody else's style. This is about a 6-inch, a 6-ounce cut. You know, we can pan fry that on both sides. It's looking good. It's about a 6-ounce right here. Good for a lunch. This is what we used to do in the kitchen. We'd have a 6-ounce for lunch, an 8-ounce for dinner, and even a 12-ounce for the people that are daring and think they can do it. And This is another 6 I'm liking. Maybe a little bit more, but...
So the ones that you don't cook, you're going to put these in Ziploc bags and just freeze them?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to put them in plastic wrap. I'm just going to freeze them. And then once you if you want a tenderloin the next day, you take them out and thaw them out in the fridge. Then you got one ready to go for you.
So if you're going to buy one of these separately, what's that going to run you? $10 or 15 or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the exact prices right now. They fluctuate, but I'm telling you right now, you're saving money. So you save money when you clean your own steaks. So there's another piece. They're coming out nice here. Like the first couple, like I said, it's nice and flat because it starts at the cow behind the ribs, and it starts with the thin side. Then, like I said before, it gets thicker and thicker as it runs back to the butt, right back to the butt.
Well, I haven't had a steak in about 5 years. I think I'm ready.
All right, Miles. So I got a saran wrap here. I'm gonna put it around like that. Put this in the freezer, and we're good to go until the day before you want to use it.
Nice.
This is actually called a filet mignon in the restaurant. People don't really realize that. So actually, a T-bone is made up of a filet mignon and a strip steak. A beautiful, beautiful piece of meat. Yeah. So we're gonna oil the beef that way.
Come on. Okay.
Yeah, so that way we're not gonna burn the pan or smoke us out of our own house. Yeah, sure. So add some kosher salt.
Alright, you need to get higher than that.
And add some pepper, cracked pepper. I cracked this earlier. It's from a mill, so you can see the chunks here. Okay. Flip it over. Okay guys, here's a little something that goes well with beef, is thyme. So we're going to add some thyme, fresh thyme. It's actually fresh too, so usually we do this on the grill, but we're going to pan fry it. I've never done it before, but hey, what's cooking all about? It's about experimenting. Guys, so we're gonna pan sear the thicker one first. Then we're gonna do mine because it's so thin. It cooks a lot less actually than the nice thick one. So we got the pan nice and hot. This is what you want. You want to hear a nice sizzling sound because we got the oil on there, right? So yeah, that's what we want to hear. Because now it's gonna brown the outside and it's gonna keep the juices inside. That's what they say. I'm thinking the brown on the outside is actually the flavor of the beef itself. So, well, yeah, let's do this and we'll see what happens and then we'll go from there. Preheated at 380. It's ready to go. You can still a lot. It's rare, and mine's gonna cook a lot faster because it's very thin. But now we're gonna throw it in the oven. Okay, guys. So we got our beef in the oven. Now we got our caramelized onions that we did earlier. We warmed them all up. Now we're going to add some roasted potatoes that we boiled earlier and cut in nice bite-sized pieces. Now we're just going to warm those up. We had them sitting for a bit. Okay, guys, so we had some leftover thyme from our from our beef. So we're gonna add that. We're gonna add that to our potatoes and our caramelized onions. It's gonna add a nice little flavor. We already salt and peppered them. These are coming out perfect. I'm very happy with them. Okay guys, so we got our steak in the oven. It's very hot. So we're thinking they're done. We're gonna let them sit for 5 minutes to let the juices settle down within the steak. See this juicy goodness here? That's all the remnants of the steak. We're gonna use that. We're gonna deglaze the pan with red wine, and we're gonna add a beef stock to this, and that's what's gonna make our au jus at the very end. So it makes a nice little garnish. It makes a nice little flavor. You can hear it crackling, all the juicy goodness, all the remnants, the pieces of meat, the juice, the oil that was in there. We're gonna add some red wine, and we're gonna reduce that. Reduced very, very nicely. Now we're going to add some beef stock to it. We're going to let that reduce. We're going to plate all our food. So we're going to put the potatoes on first. Make it nice and a high pile. Okay, so we got the vegetables that we boiled earlier. Frozen vegetables. I mean, we're at home. I mean, you could get more fancier. This is gonna warm them up. They're already blanched. They're all ready to go. We're gonna season them a bit. Salt and pepper. And then our wine reduction and beef reduction au jus, just drizzle it on over.
Alright, the moment of truth. Hello out there, we're on the air. It's cooking night to night. The timer goes and Wilfie knows that's just done just right. Slice and dice, beans and
like
rice.
The potatoes.
Dinner served tonight.
These are high up.
Minus gold, find
Those caramelized onions with the potatoes really go well.
Cooking tonight.
Where do you get that steak from? Oh my God.
All right, well, we'll see you next time, people. Yeah, buddy. Over and out.
Don't forget to like and share us if you liked our show. Please, leave a comment. We want to hear all our comments, good or bad.
And don't be afraid to subscribe, too. We're only a few 100,000 away from a million. They stormed the crease like cooking grease, travel like a burning flame. The crowd roars, oh, rally just score, 'cause Wilfie's in the game.